everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a book unhaul. This might be my first ever book unhaul on here actually. I don't remember doing any other ones. I'm also in a different location to usual because this is where my books I need to get rid of sit. If you like my t-shirt, have a look at my description if you want one, because you can get one if you want. Okay, let's move on then. So these are books I'm getting rid of for multiple reasons. You might have seen them on my channel already from years and years ago. So let's just start. Let's just get started, shall we? The first one, Half of a Yellow Sun, by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I started reading this, I got halfway through, and then I stopped reading it. And I didn't read it for ages. What even happens in this? I can't remember, but I DNF'd it softly and I thought, you know, I'm never going to finish this. Let's get rid of it. This is actually going to end up in a big mess if I don't have some kind of organisation. So let's just organise a little bit. The next one, Captain Corelli's Mandolin. This is in like every single charity shop in England. I've had this for ages and I haven't read it, and I thought, there's no point in keeping it if I haven't read it for years, so it's going. And I know that if I want another copy, I'll just go to my charity shop, my local charity shop, and it won't take me long to find it. It must have only cost me like 50p this anyway, and I got it from a charity shop originally as well. Next up, maybe the start of the controversy, is The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake, which has dust on it. So let's just undust this. You can see this is in pristine condition. I have a reading vlog of this if you're interested. I'm getting rid of this because I already have it in hardback. I feel really bad because someone bought this for me for Secret Santa and they were so good at my Secret Santa. They got me, oh my god, actually I was just wearing them. They got me, oh sorry, that book and these socks, fluffy socks with dogs on them. Isn't that just the cutest thing you've ever seen? So yeah, they did a really good job. It's just a shame I've read it already. It was 3 stars for me, this book, but you know, good job Secret Santa. I still don't know who it was. Next up, Mrs. Bridge by Evan S. Connell. I don't know anything about this book. I got it from a charity shop because it's a modern classic. Celery, that's all I know. I'm getting rid of it because I've had it for ages and I haven't read it. Next up is The Miniaturist. This is a similar situation to Half a Yellow Sun. I started reading it and then I stopped. This was fairly interesting but not enough to make me want to finish it. And I was up to like there or something and I just couldn't be bothered to finish the last 100 words. 100 words, that would be bad. 100 pages. It's a shame because I nearly met Jessie Burton when I was working at Waterstones. She seemed cool, a cool girl. It's just a shame I didn't really like this. I can't even remember what it's about, you know. I think it's set in Amsterdam and I like Amsterdam as well, but it's a historical fiction novel and I've kind of just grown out of historical fiction, TBH. Next up is On Her Majesty's Secret Service. With pen marks on it. I really like this book actually. I gave it 5 stars. I enjoyed it. It's just I don't really care to keep it. I don't like this scribbling situation. It's not in the best condition and I know if I want it then I can get it from a charity shop, but I don't feel like I need to keep it. Next up kind of makes me a bit sad. It's the Noughts and Crosses series by Mallory Blackman. So I did a read-along, that's what that word is, of this on my channel a few years ago. And I enjoyed the first book, but I didn't feel like the other books added on as much as I would have liked. I feel like the other books are just a similar story to the first one, but told with different characters. The setting of this is basically the roles are reversed between white people and black people, and white people are suppressed and oppressed in this society and black people hold positions of power. It does make you think about your position in society. So yeah, they were definitely thought-provoking, but I feel like I don't need to keep them and somebody else can learn from the stories, like what I did as well. So I'm hoping like a young adult or a teenager or kid will pick these up in the charity shop and gain something from them as well. You might recognise this from a video I did ages ago, which was Big Books I Want to Read. Was this like 4 years ago now? I don't know. It was a long time ago. and it's Wolf Hall and Bring Up the Bodies. This isn't historical fiction. Again, I'm not interested. I don't care. So I'm getting rid of them. Again, I got these in a charity shop, so it's not like I'm missing out on loads of money. Someone else will enjoy these. They're in pretty good condition, so yeah, whatever. They're going. Goodbye. Next up is The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. I really enjoyed this as well. I gave it 5 stars. I just feel like, again, I don't need to own a copy of it. This isn't the greatest copy either. It's a bit tattered on the spine, but someone else will enjoy this story. This is another book where you find it in charity shops all the time in England. So yeah, someone else will enjoy this story. This is going to take some time. Looking for Alaska by John Green. I wouldn't say I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I love Manic Pixie Dream Girls. This book is slated for having a Manic Pixie Dream Girl in it. Why would you slate that? She's an excellent character. I enjoy her. This was also recently, I say recently, maybe not that recently to people anymore, adapted for a TV series. Was it Netflix? I can't remember now. Yeah, and I really enjoyed it. It's, you know, your typical teen angst book. They go to summer camp, they make friends, and tragedy occurs. That's all I'll say. Jeanette Winterson, Sexing the Cherry. This was when I was in my beat movement phase, and I thought I was a rebel and I wanted to read all the rebellious books. You know what, now I'm reading it, I don't know if I do want to get rid of this. Oh, should I get rid of it? It's so short. I think I'm gonna keep that actually, never mind. Next we have Everything is Illuminated by Jonathan Safran Foer. I started reading this from the first perspective of the book, and I thought, this is excellent, I love this writing style. And then the next chapter had this other person in it who was really boring, and I was so disappointed. I thought, why have we just changed character when you had an excellent character to begin with? I'm annoyed. So that's why I'm getting rid of it. Even though, would I enjoy it? Maybe, I don't know. I feel like this author I would get along with because he enjoys talking about the environment and environmental issues as well, but I'm sorry, it's coming. Next up is Vanity Fair by Thackeray. I started reading this. I didn't finish it. What's new? It's going. I don't need a copy. It's leaving the house. Goodbye. The Muse by Jessie Burton. I bought this, I didn't read it, and I don't care, so it's going. The Year of the Flood by Margaret Atwood. Similar situation. No, but now I'm looking at them, I'm like, I do kind of want to read this. It's going. I would have read it by now. I've had this for years. It's leaving. Okay, let's go on to the second pile. So first up we've got Black Beauty. I really like this book. I gave it 5 stars. I just don't care about this copy. It's a bit tattered and it's got writing on it. I want a nicer copy basically, so that's why it's going. Divergent. Again, I want to read the whole series, but I don't like this cover. Nah, it's naff. It's naff. I don't like it. I quite like the new editions, so I might get the trilogy in the newer editions, but I don't like that one, thank you. But I do want to carry on with the series. Treasure Island. I really enjoyed this as well, but I'm not too keen on the edition, and I feel like I don't need to own the story. I don't need to own the book, so I'm happy for somebody else to enjoy this one. 1,000 Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini. I really enjoyed this one as well. Again, I really enjoyed it. I've read it, but I feel like I don't need to own the book. So someone else can have a little look, have a little read. This is an ARC, so it's very dusty. So I can't give this to a charity shop because you can't resell ARCs. But it's Unraveller by Frances Hardinge. Hold on, what am I? Yeah, this. I was thinking this isn't an ARC. It is an ARC. I got it from Yauk. I don't really know what to do with it. If you have any tips on what you do with your ARCs, because they can't be resold, let me know down below. I might do a giveaway or something if people care about that. Next up is Kim by Rudyard Kipling. I don't want to read this book. I'm not interested, and my partner has another copy of it that's nicer than this. So what's the point in keeping it? There is none. Lucky Jim. Unlucky for some because he's getting deported out of my house. I don't know anything about this. I think it's the main character's a teacher. TBH, I just bought it because of the cover. It's fantastic. But other than that, I'm not really interested, so it's going. Earthlight by Arthur C. Clarke. I don't like this edition. I feel like I've gotten snobby over the years in what books I buy, because a few years ago I thought that's fine to have in my book collection, but now I'm like, I need newer books, and it's not very sustainable, you know? I need to get out of this habit, but I'm not interested in that book. It's sci-fi. It interested me a few years ago, but not anymore. Likewise, The Lost World by Arthur Conan Doyle. I'm not interested. It's dinosaurs and men with guns. It's not my thing. A General Theory of Oblivion. I did read this. I think it's a book on isolation. I did quite enjoy this. I can't remember that much about it, but I don't feel like I need to keep it. Someone else can enjoy that, and look at the quality. It's pretty good quality as well. This book looks so boring. Why do I have this? I'll tell you why I have it. It's Winston Churchill, His Times, His Crimes. I have this because I used to be a Verso Books subscriber, a bit like Alima Craig, but for radical books. Verso is a non-fiction, typically non-fiction, radical publisher, left-wing publisher. So I thought I'm interested in that. I'll get a subscription, and then I got this, and I was like, I don't care about Winston Churchill. Unsubscribe. So, my God, I just really do not care about this at all. So it will be leaving. Goodbye. Little Fires Everywhere. It's had its heyday. Let it live in a charity shop now. I didn't really like this. It was 3 stars. Everyone was raving about it. I was kind of not let down, but just a bit bored. It was boring, so that's why it's leaving. Goodbye. You won't be missed. Next is Hummingbird Salamander by Jeff Vandermeer. This one I feel bad about because I got it brand new and I didn't finish it. Now I've got it again. Now I've got it in my hand. I think I'm going to keep it. Damn. No, not damn. That's good. That means I'm wasting less. I'm going to keep that one actually. Changed my mind. Next up is She Who Became the Sun. So I got this new as well. I got about halfway through maybe, and I don't remember anything about it, but I didn't find it very interesting, so that's going as well. Sorry. Goodbye. Goodbye. Next is this one. What's it called? A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. I haven't even finished the A Song of Ice and Fire Heckin series yet. I'm on book 4. I've been on book 4 for like 2 years and I still haven't read it, so what's the point in keeping this? There's none. Okay, adios then. What's this one? Oh yeah, The Farm. This is a dystopian novel that I read. Well, it's an arc. I don't know how. Oh, that's how. When I used to work in Waterstones, I got this book. And I'm not interested in keeping it because it was just average. And also I didn't like towards the end, the main character had a panic attack. And it was very much a tell instead of show. Type of writing there. It was like she was having a panic attack and didn't explain any of the symptoms of what a panic attack was, or that she didn't experience any symptoms. It's just the author decided she was going to have a panic attack. I'm like, that's stupid, that's lazy writing. Goodbye. Next is The Confessions of Franny Langton. This is another arc that I received in my old job. I really like this one. From what I remember, it's about a black woman who was put on trial for something. I won't say what it is because I think I remember, but I think you only find out towards the end. I thought it was quite a gripping story, but I don't really remember that much about it, and I don't feel like I need to keep it. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with these arcs, man. Yeah, please tell me what I should do. And also another arc is The Parisian by somebody, Isabella Hamad. So again, I received this in my old job. It's an arc. It was in my big books to read and I didn't read it. So we're not surprised at this point, are we? So those are all my arcs, which I have and haven't read. Last of all, I have my special editions. So these are things that you can crawl inside and die about because I'm getting rid of them because I didn't like them. So here we go. Oh, my light just hadn't run out. Was that just now or for the whole thing? Anyway, it's lighter now, so hopefully it doesn't matter too much. So the first special edition I'm getting rid of is The Ivory Key. I started reading this. Don't do that, it's a special edition. I got this in my Illuma crate box, I think. I got about a third way through and I just wasn't really gripped to the story, so that's why I'm getting rid of it. And yeah, someone else can have a read and enjoy having a special edition of it. Next up is Ariadne. Y'all, you all have me heckin' thinking this was a good book. What the hell are you talking about? I was expecting it to be more academically written, not in a boring way, but just I was expecting it to be more lyrical than what it was. And it was a bit basic, the writing. So I don't know what the hell you're all on about, but I'm getting rid of this. And it's a special edition. So fight me. I don't know what the hell everybody's talking about, but the writing just wasn't up to scratch for me. It was just a bit next I'm getting rid of Wolf Song. I don't enjoy borderline paedophilia, so that's why I'm getting rid of that one. You can check out my mid-year freakout tag for more opinions on this one. And look, it's the Waterstones edition. So just imagine how crushed I felt when I got to that part where the underage relationship began. Thank you. And if you think this is cute, let's assess your feelings and move on. Next up we have A Portrait of a Thief. I do not like books that are written, how do I put this politely, that are written and it's assumed, well not assumed, but you think you're cleverer than what you are and that the reader is just a bit stupid. This is kind of a modern retelling of those books like, I don't know, oh god, I have to think of something now. Ocean's 11, let's just say that because that's the only reference I know, of doing something illegal, stealing art without anyone really noticing. The plot holes in this are heckin' 10 miles wide, so I only read like the first few chapters and I was like, this is so dumb. No, you cannot do this. You cannot steal this piece of art like this. I think the message is very important. The execution was rubbish. Sorry, but it was. Next up is this one. What is this? Midnight in Everwood. I feel so bad because somebody bought this for me for Christmas, but I started reading it and it just wasn't, oh, I like those end pages. Just wasn't my thing. Just wasn't my thing. It's set in Nottingham for a little while, which is where I went to uni and lived for 5 years. But it just wasn't my, thing. It just wasn't my thing, so it's leaving. I don't know if this is a special edition, but it's got a nice little ribbon. And have a look at the naked version, if I can get the dust jacket off. It's beautiful. Kind of reminds me of Ed Hardy. Do you remember Ed Hardy? Look at us. I love that. This is the last one. What the hell are you all talking about? This is not a good book. This is rubbish. It's boring. It's so boring. What is the plot? I'll give you a clue. There is none. This woman falls in love, I think it's a vampire or something. I don't know, I don't remember. I don't want to have to remember this rubbish. And she's so in love with him, but he's so toxic and mean and manipulates her. And that's it. That's what happens. I don't think I've ever read anything so dull. But I felt like I had to finish it because it was a special edition. And it was short. It's not like Portrait of an Artist where it's a bit longer and also excruciating to read. This wasn't excruciating, it was just so boring. I don't know what you're all on, to be honest. I don't know what heckin' trippy pills you're taking. I'm trying to promote my business and I'm saying you're all trash. Maybe that would be an idea for a t-shirt. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry if I offended you, but those are my opinions and suck it. Oh my god, look at me, I'm being so rebellious. Stop being so horrible to the people. They've watched your video, you nasty person. Sorry about that. I'm very tired and that's my excuse. Thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate it. And my business might be open now. And look, look at my necklace. Isn't that a nice necklace? Oh, it's a very nice necklace, isn't it? Look how fashionable it looks with my outfit and my top. Do you want this top? Look at this top. Isn't it a good top? Yeah. What's going on right now with my posture? It hurts. Okay, duck position. No, this isn't duck. Frog position. Frog position for the outro. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video if you don't hate me now. Okay. See you later. Bye.